I have a question for Access Point AI, which is it possible that two different avatars have completely different personalities? Or that the same, that the avatars, sorry, what I mean with this is it possible that the avatars behave differently, as if they have different personalities?
Yes, we built something on top of the usual conversation engine, but it's like a multi-personality system. You can assign whatever trait you want, like someone is a difficult conversation partner, or someone is a complete introvert, not even wanting to talk to you, while others tell you everything about the neighbor's dog and the latest TV show, or someone is a liar, and you have to find out whether it's the truth or not, or whatever personality trait you want. And then it can be either randomly assigned, or the user can choose a difficulty level, let's say, of the conversation, if that's important for the context. So yeah, that's built in.
And I think it's time for one final question. And I think the most important question really is this is for everyone here. If you were to start today with pixel streaming, what would you definitely do the same, and what would you definitely do differently? Not everyone at once, please. So I'm just going to start in the top left corner. Fatih.
It's a good question. So back then, when we switched to pixel streaming, we were still heavily under our constraints of a system that was designed to be used on downloaded on like Macs and Linux devices and whatever. So we were just using 10% of computing power. I think if you would start today, definitely start from the top and go to the bottom, optimize second, because everything looks just great from the start, right? And the computing power that we have is there. Also, one thing that I definitely will never do again is display UI in Unreal. Everything that you have should be on the browser.
Frontend is the king.
And you don't be afraid. You don't need a front-end developer. Just ask your local AI. It will create beautiful front-end frameworks for you that you can then hire a professional to improve. But if you need to be aware that a stream is still can pixelate, has sometimes latency, whatever. But if your UI is snappy and you have loading screens that you put over it and other tricks, everything will smoothly combine together, and I think that's something that we apply now everywhere, and the magic happens then. I have to make one important thing is accessibility, because pixel streaming is very inaccessible. If you have a screen reader and you come to a pixel stream, it will be not able to see anything behind it. So if you move UI and context elements into the browser, your users can interact with this with your system. We've learned it the hard way that the pixel streaming you can do a lot of things wrong, make it really hard to use for people that have different physical or mental constraints. Keep that in mind. I think it's a shout out to the real-time industry is don't forget accessibility, please. It's for the scale of this solution, it's also important.
Fantastic answer, Fatih. Stefan, is there anything to add from your side?
I was thinking the whole time, and I don't really much that I would change. I mean, we were exploring different options in the beginning, how to deal with the pixel streaming, and we quickly met Manos and you guys at Arcware. So we could have saved 1 or 2 weeks if we had found you earlier.
Rudi?
Yeah, I mean, it's an ongoing process, right? So we did a few iterations with you guys. It's not that we would do something different if we were to start now. I think for us, some things are more clear. We would set it up more quickly, but that's the nature of the process. definitely the let's say the local solution that we built in the first place before we even decided to pixel stream, or we knew about pixel streaming. That's something we would not go into and start right away with the cloud solution. But yeah, totally happy with you guys.
That's exactly what we want to hear. Then let's close with Matthias today. Matthias, what would you keep? What would you do differently?
The first thing is I would take more time to choose the right pixel streaming partner, because our first projects were delivered with another pixel streaming provider, and we just got 30-day notice that our production solutions will be down after 30 days. And we had 30 days to migrate them somewhere. So be careful with who to partner with in that case.
Good. On that note, I think it's time to call it close today. We have 11 people still in the audience, which I'm super proud of that you managed to stay for this long. From the Arcware side, I really want to thank ICE for helping us organize this, putting in the effort, coming up with creative suggestions, input, everything. I'd love to thank Andy, right there, Munich Motions, for helping us set everything up. You don't see it here, everything on the camera looks stunning, but there is a cable jungle over there that you wouldn't believe. We have fantastic setup, also because of Manolis working together with Andy on this topic. And is there anything that you would like to close on?
There's one notion which I find, I mean, I guess everybody can sense it. There's a lot of history going on. People knowing each other for years and years and years, right? It's something that one can really sense in the audience, in the questions, and especially in the team here that is around here. So there's a ton of experience, like massive amounts of connection and love and expression in that stuff, right? But so sharing the experiences when working with the technology. There's one thing which I'm just curious about. I mean, Derk, you mentioned there's this Reddit page where people can come in and share the knowledge, or let's say best practices and things like that. Maybe potentially even share some certain aspects like templates to bring the community up to speed and help each other. So that's something that I really sense is very, very strong in the team or around Arcware, but not only the technology, but it really feels like family here. So that's a really, really cool. Is there something that you maybe want to mention regarding how would people want to, or how could they become part of the family?
Becoming part of the family is pretty easy. Essentially, once before I've already sent a link to the Arcware website. The moment you start your trial account, we'll make sure to get in touch with you. For instance, one of the things that I'm very happy with is that anyone who we see that they don't manage to get everything out of their trial, Gosha actually contacts them, make sure that they have their that if something went wrong with the upload, she knows, she'll check. If we see that somehow something goes wrong, we help out, because when you do something new, when you learn a new skill, it's terrifying. And when you have someone who has been there before and who's done it tons of times, then suddenly it's super easy. And that's exactly what we want to do. So, whether you already have your project, you want to get started, you're keen to get started on a light account, or you have a client that you're making this for and you want to get a core account, we are there to help you get started. You can join the Discord. Discord is also all the way up in the beginning of the chat. There's a link there. Also, don't forget to join, of course, the ICE Discord. And just start the conversation there. Then we're trying to build something on Reddit. It's slow. Not everyone feels confident.
It's more technically focused.
Also,
Nice shit going on there.
so just, we really want to make this grow. And it's not about, it's about making the pie bigger for all of us, because the more people know about this, the more people start building things, the more brands start getting involved, the better it all becomes for everyone. And so, post your stupid questions on Reddit, post your smart ones, post your project. No matter how bad, great, fantastic it is, it's about starting that conversation, giving that exposure, and making sure that and for us to provide that space where you also feel confident asking that stupid question.
Yes.
And that's exactly why also we want to have these webinars where we say all of these things, where we, really we want people to just feel comfortable being around us, and then, providing their things. And I love how diverse everything is. Lots of men on the screen today, though, but fortunately plenty of
We're all equal.
other names. And we see it's a very global community. And so, there's, it's 4 different nationalities in this room already. So at least we have that aspect. So everyone's welcome. Ask your questions, show off, and ask for feedback. It's the only way how all of us get better.
Just to end things on the official side also for me. All right. So yeah, thanks also from my end to everybody. It's like always, we have tons of ICE partners, the whole list here. I've mentioned it at the beginning, but I'm holding my promise. I always mention everybody at the beginning and at the end. Now, in this case also, shout out to Andy in the background from MunichMotions.com. He's doing a fantastic job.
Andy, we love you, mate.
Cutting all the video in real time, putting us on the screen, setting up the lighting and the camera rig. So massive shout out also to Andy. And obviously also thanks for the collaboration with Arcware. So just a very last thing. So because we're doing so many nice, like Steve Jobs, there's always one last thing. So the next ICE conference is going to be on the 1st and 2nd of October 2025. You will see in a few days, you will find kind of the more information about it. But that's basically it.
Let's go.
Thanks also from my side. And yeah, I would say this has been quite a ride.
All right, so anyone who's in Munich and knows which Greek tavern Manos means, you're welcome to join us. Other than that, everyone, I want to thank you all for joining and see you next time.
Sweet. Thank you.
Thanks.